there, welcome back to my channel. It is the end of November. No, it's not. It's the end of February, and I don't even think I need to tell you that. I haven't made a single video since the end of last year in November, and I thought that a good way to jump back into things is by making a favorites video. Excuse all the background noises, I live with some loud ass people. Anyway, jumping into this video, I have a few tools here and mostly makeup, so it's going to be a pretty decent list of favorites that I've been collecting for a bit here. My first favorite here is this brush cleaning pad by Real Techniques. It is my favorite thing in the world. It cuts my brush cleaning time basically in half. It usually takes me 30 minutes to an hour to clean brushes, and with this that is not the case at all. It has 3 different sections here. The bigger dots here for bigger brushes, and it goes down to your small brushes. I love that it has this handle here because you just hold it and like scrape your brush against this. It is perfect for that. I do not like the color at all though. Just because I'm a girl does not mean I want all my products in pink. I would have preferred just something in either white or black. But otherwise, I do love this very much. It's made out of like rubber, so it's super easy to clean if this gets messy itself. You can get it anywhere, Walmart, Target, anywhere that sells drugstore makeup. And the last tool that I have here is a brush by Sonia, Kashuk, and it is number 14. I had been eyeing this for a while now. I had a different brush from e.l.f. I think it was falling apart. I'm really trying to not get more things unless I'm out of something, just because I want to be a little bit smarter with my money, with my purchases. And so I got this brush finally because the old one that I had was getting really old. It finally broke one day and all the paint was chipping off of it too, so I decided that was a good time to buy this brush because not only is it useful for like separating your eyelashes when you put mascara on, but it matches my general aesthetic. All of my brushes are gold and black, so I thought this was perfect and it would fit right in with everything else. And it also has little grooves here for holding your brush when you're doing your makeup, so that has been a favorite tool. I have one more Sonia Kashuk item here. This one is a mascara. When I first got this, I was looking for like an eyebrow pomade, something like that also had like a brush with it, and so I bought this thinking this was for your eyebrows, and turns out it's not. I like this a lot because the packaging is very unique. It also is a flaw though because it's a very awkward thing to hold. It also has a brush on the end here for separating your lashes. I like this a lot for traveling. You can just toss this in your bag and go, and you can even separate your lashes with this little tool right here. But otherwise, this is a very good mascara. It gives you kind of natural looking eyelashes. You don't get the really long kind of clumpy eyelashes going, like you're not going to get spider lashes. My next beauty item that I have here is this Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush. Too Faced has had this around for a long time. This is in the color Peach Beach. I was in Sephora. I was looking for a new kind of highlighter and I found this one. I thought it was going to work more as a highlight, but it has a little bit of blush color there too, but it does kind of work as a highlight. That's what I'm using on my face today. It has 3 different colors here. It has a gold, a pink, and a kind of bronzy shade. You can use this one for bronzing, this for your cheeks, and that one for highlighting, but honestly this has too much pink in it, so you can't really use it for highlighting unless you're into that. My favorite way to use this is just by taking a brush, swirling it in there, and then you kind of get like this bronzy kind of pink color, so I like using that on the cheeks. I went a little bit overboard because look at how shiny that is. I'm not oily, it's the highlight from this. I don't know if lashes really count as a beauty favorite, but I have some here anyway. These are my favorite lashes. I tend to kind of go for something kind of natural but long looking, and so these are really cute for that. They don't look natural whatsoever, but they're really full and long. I don't use lashes a lot, but when I do use lashes, I want some drama. I want something that I can't get with just your mascara. These are, I don't remember what brand these are, but they're either Ardell or Kiss lashes. You can get them at any drugstore. I found these at Walmart. I want to keep saying in every single favorites video that I'm not always going to have perfume, because perfume is kind of that luxury item that you don't really buy often. It's more of a treat yourself kind of thing. But I have a perfumes favorite. And the one that I have here is from the Elizabeth and James Nirvana line, and it is Rose. This smells so lovely. It smells like roses mixed with like bourbon. So you smell like a woman who likes her drink. And I really like that. It just smells so sophisticated and elegant, but like you really like your drink too. But according to some people, it does smell kind of old lady-ish. I have actually a story about that I'll share real quick. So I was at Sephora. I was thinking of buying Nirvana Black. I had my eyes set on that perfume, and then I saw the other one that they had. They had Rose and Bourbon, and I just could not make up my mind, so I decided to spray on some Rose. A big mistake on my part because I fell in love and then I couldn't decide which one I wanted anymore. So I wandered around Sephora for a while just trying to decide which one do I want. And I finally decided on a discovery pack that I saw there, so I got all 4 in a discovery pack. And I was getting ready to check out. I was in line, I was waiting, and then I noticed this girl there, this employee. She looked like someone I had known from like years ago. She looked kind of familiar, and then when I got closer to the line, I realized, yes, it is in fact this girl I knew from 3 years ago at a different place I used to work at. And when I got in line, I had a different cashier. She wasn't helping me, but she was one of the 2 cashiers that was standing up there front helping people. And this girl that was helping me, she saw that I had a discovery set for Elizabeth and James, so she starts gushing with me about Elizabeth and James. I start gushing back because Elizabeth and James is like really nice perfumes. We were gushing about that for a few minutes, and the cashier, she turns over to the girl that I knew from like a different job, and she says to her, "Don't you just love Elizabeth and James? The perfume smells so good." She said something like that. I'm just kind of paraphrasing right now. This girl, she was a manager, by the way. She turns to her and says, "Ugh, I don't like Elizabeth and James. It just smells like old lady." And me and the cashier, we both just look at her like, okay, because like, what do you say to that? Technically a customer, even if you knew me from like a different job years ago, that's still a really rude thing to say. And if I had been like annoyed enough about that, I could have like reported her or something, but I didn't. I just thought it was kind of weird that she said that. My sister agreed with me too, that that was kind of rude and kind of uncalled for, but like we didn't say anything because like I feel like it was worth something making a big deal about, so we just left. And I don't know how this turned into a story time, but here we are. And of course, I do have a song of this month, but this song has been like the song of the past 4 months for me, and it is Somebody Else by the 1975. That song has just captivated my heart. I love it. There is something very nostalgic about that song, probably the fact that it sounds like 80s music and like 90s, even though I didn't really grow up listening to like 80s pop music and I don't really like it anyway. I love that song. It's just, it brings out something in me, like nostalgia but sadness at the same time, but also like comfort and happiness. It's like an emotional roller coaster for me. But that song is perfect for driving to at night when it's really dark on a highway. It's just great. I love it, and I love the music video too. And to be honest here, I didn't like the 1975 for the longest time. I liked one song and that was it. It was Sex. That was the only song that I liked by them, was Sex. But I don't know what happened, but like the end of last year, I listened to their debut album just kind of because I had it. I had bought it a while ago on impulse, so I decided to listen to it. And I fell in love. I just started really liking the songs, and then from there, like, I started liking them more, and now I'm basically a fan. Not a stan, but a fan. But anyway, those were all of my favorites for February. I did have quite a few, and my voice is getting kind of hoarse from talking so much. I want to go back into making weekly videos, so I'm going to try really hard to come up with things to talk about besides just like makeup reviews and stuff like that, because although I like doing makeup reviews, they're just not something I want my channel to be. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, I guess. And do subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. And as always, remember to surround yourself by life and beauty.